Hello from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. So the decision to go to Kuala Lumpur was very quick and very spontaneous. I actually had a ticket for the 10th of December from Lombok to no, on the 7th from Lombok to Kuala Lumpur, and then from Kuala Lumpur to Chiang Mai on the 10th of December. But just crazy. Last Monday, so many things happened just in one day. So I told you previously about my experience with parking in Lombok, that you have to pay everywhere 10,000 Indonesian rupees. I spent there 2.5 weeks, right? And every day I would go to the beach, to Kuta Mandalika beach, for a walk at around 5 p.m., sometimes at 4 p.m. So on Monday I went again, as usual, for a walk. And when I was going back, I came to my bike and the guy screams to me, "Parking! Parking!" Like, not hello, excuse me, please pay, like nothing. And I look at like everywhere and I'm like, doesn't say anywhere parking. Like, why do I have to pay you parking? And he says again, "Parking, parking." And I'm like, I don't have money. And he just was sitting there, like I have to come up to him and give him the money. I'm like, okay. I sit down, I turn on my bike, and he probably thought I'm gonna drive to him to give him the money. But I was like, I drove kind of out and then forward, and then I just turned to the right. And I just drove away. And he was screaming and yelling like, "Hey, hey, parking, parking." And this is so annoying. This is like so annoying. It's like, why? I'd like, every time I wanted to go for a walk just along this main street, to go see the shops, to go see maybe the restaurants or anything like that, because sometimes when you drive by bike, you don't really see what's going on at the street, and you don't really see all of the scene of the restaurants and cafes. There were so many that probably I missed because I always was driving the bike. Because every time I'd park somewhere, the like girls from the restaurant, for example, they would be like, "Where are you going?" And not like, "Hello," like not like that. "Where are you going?" Like this. Like I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I'm coming to your restaurant. Can I park here? She's like, okay, if you're coming to the restaurant, then okay. And I'm like, and after that, like after such an attitude, it's like, I don't want to go into your restaurant. Like why you have to be so like bad? It's not like we're in New York, And yeah, I had this fear of parking anywhere, of stopping anywhere to go for a walk. Then another thing is that everywhere, along the beach, along the main streets, there are children running with, this carton, like a paper display with bracelets. And they're all not older than 10 years old. They're all small, like girls, boys. Girls are covered, almost all of them. And I remember the first few days when I came, I'd go to the supermarket. They have this big supermarket, and I saw foreigners. Like, actually, I didn't see. First, I've heard. I would hear the voice of a child and voice of like an adult, right? And the child was screaming, "I want this, I want this." And the adult was telling, like a foreigner, some woman, maybe in her like 50s, she says, no, this is too expensive. I cannot buy you this, I will buy you this. And like the child is like, "No, I want this and this." And I look at it, and it's that child with this carton with this paper display with the bracelets, and this foreigner is just buying him food, like chocolates or something. And oh my god, I would see that almost every single day, which was crazy, because that's a child labor. That's like illegal. And it's like, same with the parking, in Lombok. It's like a mafia, that has certain beaches, that has certain amount of people working, that they collect the money from foreigners. And then you have these children who look like gypsies, and they're not children. Like, they're not innocent. Children are not supposed to be working at night, because those children, during the day, they walk around the beaches. They come to all of these foreigners. And foreigners, like Europeans, I'm also a foreigner, right? Europeans, they're so stupid. I mean, like, how you don't see that? Like, don't you have eyes? Don't you have brain? Just look around yourself. It's full of children. Like, why they're not at school? Have you thought about it? Like, is it the school time? Why they're not at school? Why are they doing this? Why there are so many of them? And so many times I saw how these foreigners take these children, buy them food in the cafe, or buy the bracelets from them. And I don't know, it's just like, it all looked like gypsy, And there was one time when it was I think the last day, when I was walking along the beach, and these children, they just surrounded two girls, Europeans, and they just couldn't like move out, because they thought that they probably children, but one of the girls started like screaming like an animal. I got scared. I was afraid of these children because they reminded me of the gypsies that we have in Kazakhstan, and I'm sure there are gypsies all over the world, including Europe. But I looked at them, I was scared, and I didn't feel comfortable, because not only this parking, then there is this children, then there is this also happened on Monday. I was driving back home from dinner, and one guy, the local guy, on a huge bike, these like skinny bikes made probably for mountains or something. And I'm driving like normal, and I see the guy from the right side, like his bike is shaking, like he cannot control it or something. And I got scared. I think I even screamed. And then like I realized that he was making fun, and I was just there, and he just scared me to have fun. And then I looked at him when I passed him. I looked at him, and he was laughing so hard. He was local. He was Indonesian. He was laughing so hard, and the mosque was just a few meters away. And I was just like, oh my God, I need to get out of here, because the level of cynicism, the level of disgust that I had towards this place was just like over like anything that's possible. It was like so overfull that I came home, I changed my ticket, and I was out on Friday, unfortunately, because I had my Airbnb booked until Friday. Another thing is the girls, European girls, like in Sri Lanka, all of these white girls with local guys. Probably like in Sri Lanka, some of them are also married. They get themselves these white girls, then these white girls give them the money. They build homes, they build, businesses together. And I'm like, it was too much. One last thing that I also didn't like about Lombok is that children, mainly boys, they drive bikes, and some of them drive them very, very dangerously, very high speed, and they're maximum 13 years old. I don't think that they even 13, they probably like 10. And when they drive those bikes, they smoke, like literally smoking cigarettes, like as if they were adults. And that, for my understanding of the world, was just something unrealistic, something that I've never seen anywhere in the last 5 years of me traveling non-stop. Like, never. And they also, when they do that, they're not afraid that maybe their parents will see, maybe the friends of their parents will see. No, they do it very openly, and they do it like as if they were adults. So children of Lombok, in my opinion, have nothing in common with children, unless they're adults but just look like children. I don't know. But all in all, I will never go back to Lombok. And all of this, like, mosques, singing, praying, people go there 5 times per day, pray. They all dress like appropriately, but then you see that kind of thing and you're like, what is going on here at all? Like, what is this? Another thing that I hated is that I always had this feeling that I am an ATM. I also had a bike for rent. I paid 80,000 per day. I'm not really sure if that's the cheapest, but I had Honda. So I paid in advance until the 1st of December, which was a little bit stupid of me. Don't do that. Because I decided to leave earlier. So I came to the place where I rented it, and there was a girl. I asked her if I can do that. She said, yes, of course, just bring the bike and we're going to give you the money. So I came on Thursday in the afternoon. I brought the bike and I'm giving them the bike. I'm saying, you owe me 240,000. And she says, oh, you have to talk to this person. And there's a guy. And he tells me, well, you know what? Usually we give this bike for rent 100,000, so we're gonna give you only 160,000. I'm like, no. You should have told me about that before I rented your bike and before I paid you the money. Now you cannot tell me that all of a sudden it became more expensive than what I agreed on. So no, you're gonna give me 240,000. So then he goes, oh, is everything okay with the bike? And I'm like, yeah, everything is okay with the bike. And then I take out the video. Guys, always make a video. When you take a bike for rent in Indonesia, always take a video on your phone. Don't trust them to do that, because I'm sure they will scam you. So he saw that I have a video. I went around and the girl also had the video. So he was like thinking what else he can tell me so that I would not get all of my money back. And then he started saying again, no, but we can. I'm like, listen, you're gonna give me my money back and you're not gonna lie that I had to pay something. And I literally told him like that. I said, you cannot do this because what you are trying to do is bad and that's a scam, that's a lie. So please give me my money back and I will go. And only then he gave me all of this 240,000 and I left. And Indonesia was the only country where I had to make the video of the bike. Like in Thailand, I also rent the bike. And I can even just leave my bike in the condo and write the guy who I rented from saying like, I left the bike, please pick it up. And then just send him the money like via QR code. So that was my experience of Indonesia, Lombok. I'm not really sure how it's like in Bali, but I'm sure it's not very much different because in Ubud, in Ubud, I also had to make the video. So guys, be careful. If you go to Lombok, just keep that in mind. Or maybe you will not even notice that, maybe it's just me who notices all of those things and I don't like it. Tomorrow I'm leaving back to Thailand and we're having there one very serious event. I'm gonna ask if I will be able to talk about it or not, because it's kind of something probably they will not let me talk. But anyway, see you hopefully in Thailand. Bye.